This thing looks cool, man.
Yeah, it does. It's good, and then and that's been a prime piece of real estate in my mind. You're right there at the foot of Dolphin Street. We needed something right there.
Chris, what up, man?
What's going on, Brooks?
I feel like it's been a while. I feel like it's been a few weeks, hasn't it?
It
Since
has.
like
It has been
since
a
we
while.
connected and recorded.
It has been a while.
Yeah,
Good to be
I
back.
heard, and I heard I missed. Apparently, you've had the busiest week of your entire life ever. You were telling me some of that stuff off the air
Yeah,
before
it's
we
been
hit record,
insane,
right?
man. It has some speaking engagements. A lot of it centered around the new book. New book I've got out, the culinary history of Mobile. So, that's been going good. And of course, with the holiday season and stuff, I've been selling some books and doing some speaking engagements. Going to be out. We had Meredith Zimmerman on a couple of weeks ago. I'm going to be out there this Saturday, December 16th. Going to be out there at Rennie's Honey Butter. They're having like a big holiday market out there, so a bunch
Yeah.
of vendors are going to be hanging out, and I'll be out there signing some books.
Are you telling me? You're telling me that the book tour is not done yet? You're
Oh, the
still
book
on the
tour is
book
not
tour,
done. It is
baby.
rolling along. It is
Oh
rolling.
my
It's
gosh, I
going to keep
love
on
it.
rolling too. I just booked one yesterday for February 2024. So
Really?
we're gonna keep it rolling after Christmas too.
Like, hey, don't stop, can't stop, man. People
That's it.
people want you. You just got to keep going.
That's it.
Go until they
Hey,
stop inviting you.
that's
If
what I'm talking about.
they keep inviting you, keep doing it. Yeah, we went. Yeah, we went to the your. I think that was your first stop on the tour. The
Yeah,
haunted
Haunted yeah,
bookstore.
that was the release party. Yep.
The release party, haunted bookstore. Here we were thinking like, this is it. We're pumped. We're glad. Oh, this is packed out. That yeah. Come to find out, that was stop one of like twenty
That's
seven
it.
thousand or whatever you're on right now.
That was
So
just stop one. Yep.
that's awesome, man. Well, you got your book. Your book just made. We had an article come out. It was like holiday gifts. It was in our newsletter yesterday. It was
Okay.
like a link or whatever. Your book's in there, man. I just want you to know
Thank you.
that it is on the holiday gift list. So I don't know. Maybe we can drive a couple sales for you. Hopefully.
Sounds
So
good. Yeah, if anybody wants to get
awesome.
one, they're in the bookstores, but you can always reach out to me too. And hey, just like a lot of people have done, I just met somebody about an hour ago. Met in the parking lot. So we'll sign some books and
Yeah, I'll sign it right
get
here,
the
baby. I'll
transaction
sign.
right there. So
Now we're talking. Did you like whip it out your back pocket? You're like, bam. Here you
I
go.
keep them. I keep them in my car. I got a box of them, of books in my
As you
car. So,
should, as you should, yeah.
yep.
When you run across people you know, like your friend, yeah, but yeah, people that want a copy, you're like, heck, man, I got one right here. Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
exactly.
that's
Yep.
awesome. So, what are other ways? Like, how would you want people to buy the book? Like, if
Yeah.
you had your preference,
My preference as the author is for sure the in-person events, like we did with
yeah,
like I'm going to do it with the at Rennie's Honey Butter this weekend. From an author standpoint, that those are more beneficial for me.
yeah,
Second way would be haunted bookshop, the History Museum of Mobile, Barnes and Noble, places like that, bookstores and gift shops around town that have them. That way, you're supporting the small businesses and doing that. The third way, probably I guess the last way would probably be Amazon, something like that.
yeah. And then for those online scraggler people like me, that's probably like where I'm sending people because I'll make a quarter or something,
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah, exactly. And that's cool too.
you make a
So,
quarter, I
yeah,
make a quarter. I don't know.
right, right.
Yeah, not from
But
Amazon
at the end
people.
of the day, Amazon, I understand people are going to do it because, you can get it and you're going to get the book by Friday and you just do a couple clicks. So I understand that's the easiest option, but
Yeah, yeah.
support your local businesses and your local authors and your
Exactly, 100%, 100%, man. Yeah, yeah. We're that wasn't the goal. That wasn't the goal of the pod. We didn't even know we were going to talk about like the book per se. But I love that you're adding stops on to the tour, man. That's super cool. What is your take? Are you an Amazon shopper? Do you shop on it? Like, do you
yeah,
use it? Like, I'm
yeah,
okay. Do you have Prime? Are
yeah,
you a Prime member? Yeah. So I am too. And I love local business. Love Amazon for a reduction in friction. How seamless they make a transaction. It's pretty amazing, right? Like what they've done in the entire global economy. I was having a chat with a buddy of mine that lived where we live, and we were kind of talking about how some people will be like anti corporation or anti like only do like you know only do local business, only shop local, never do business with the big guy. And I guess like my view, I'm kind of curious, man, what your thoughts are. But like my view is always like, well, like we do have a distribution center here, and like I mean, all those people work there and like they all live around here. And I'm like, same with like Walmart or a Target. I'm like, well, like there's people that work, live, and eat like in our city that I just feel like I'm not so anti the big
Yeah.
company because there are like we all kind of coexist.
Well, yeah, I think a great example of, like going back to the book would be Barnes and Noble, and I
Hmm.
did a book sign over at the one in Spanish Fort, and man, man, the super nice people that work there. You know, all the staff was great. So I mean, yeah, while at the same time, yeah, Barnes and Noble is this huge, behemoth corporation. Yeah, you still got, man, you got, local people that work in there and run it, and care about it, and they're
Yeah,
really passionate about having local authors in there, and making
yeah,
it as personable as possible. And of course, not even mentioning, what if that Barnes and Noble didn't exist in that shopping center? That what kind of huge eyesore that would be for that shopping center. So yeah, we as at the same time we need these big corporations and stuff like that, but we need the small businesses, we need the haunted bookshop, and we need those places too.
yep,
So
yep.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah, it's a
hopefully we can
it's a
all
cool
work.
ecosystem. I think
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah. We all got to work together, and yeah, we're going to buy a ton of stuff off Amazon, but at the same time, we're going to try to do as much as we can locally too.
Sure. Yeah, 100%. And I mean, not to get businessy, but local business or people that have businesses can sell their stuff on Amazon. They can be fulfilled by Amazon. Not to go down that rabbit hole, but FBA, Amazon has an entire fulfillment center because they're great at doing that. So like you can be a local business that's like fulfilling via that route or whatever. Okay.
Yeah.
People don't care. Nobody cares, man. Nobody cares about our Amazon sidestep. Quick question. Did you know that the Silent Disco headphone party is 100% going to be a go? Did I tell
Oh,
you
I
that?
knew. Oh, yeah.
You knew. Okay.
And of
Okay.
course, if you've been listening or watching these shows, you knew this was coming.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
when I saw the date, oh yeah.
I didn't know, I didn't know Matt Lamont would say, yes, let's do this thing. But I gave him my best pitch, Chris. I said, hey, man, I think this can be cool. This is going to be cool. So I've got like, here's the thing that's going to be a challenge. You tell me this. You know this. You're in the event world. Everyone is going to want to wait until, I don't know, Jan 18 or something to say I'm going, or January
Oh yeah, if you're
19th.
lucky. Yeah, it's gonna
Dadgummit.
definitely be, we'll say it's on January 20th at 8 p.m. It's gonna be, yeah,
Yeah.
January 20th at 8 a.m.
Yes.
It will be your largest ticket sales.
So here's the issue. Here's the issue that I'm gonna
Yep.
have to figure out with Matt Lamont. So check this out.
I know where you're going, but yeah, go ahead.
Headphone orders. I've basically got to put in an order of headphones like early January if I want to like guarantee and don't have to do like rush shipping and all this stuff for these headphones that we're like gonna order for everybody. So I'm like, I don't know how to get people to do it. Like they don't understand, they don't care. Like I'm gonna do my best in all the marketing pieces to like let people know, like, hey, look, if you actually want to go, like actually do this early because I'm not sure what we're gonna order. Like we're gonna have to make a decision, knowing that a bunch of people will probably get them last minute. But like we're the ones taking the risk, right? Like buying all these or renting all these headphones or whatever for the party. Do you have any ideas on how we could like actually pull that off, man? Get these look people, look at this picture. It's gonna be fun.
You almost have to have a
What do you think?
separate. Well, I don't know. You almost have. It's hard. It's hard to do. I mean, there's a fine line. Like, there's a part of you that wants to be like, well, if you didn't sign up in time, then you missed out, and look at what you missed out on, and that'll create a little FOMO for the next one for sure. So I mean, I think that's in your advantage.
Yeah.
So it's as soon as this one is done, it's finished. I think you got to go ahead and announce the next one. So that people can go ahead and say, hey, look, don't run out. Don't let us run out. Sign up for the next one.
It's funny. I didn't even know we're going to do another one, but now you just
Oh, you
let me
got to.
know. You just let me know we're doing a sequel. Yeah. Man, I'm doing this because, well, two things. One, I'm turning 40 this next year, and two, the Mobile Rundown's turning 12, so it's almost like a dual birthday party. And I had never been to one of these silent headphone gigs. I was like, man, let's do this. It'll be fun. Plus, Matt Lamont with Cedar Street Social, super cool. They're giving like a portion of bar sales to do some good Mobile, which is my wife Mandy's like nonprofit, and so I'm giving her jobs. I'm like, hey, look, you got to help me. Like, you got to help us run the event with the headphones, check in, and all that kind of stuff. So they'll have some work and get some money, man. So
Yeah, that's gonna be good.
yeah, I
All
think
right, I'm buying my
it'd be
tickets. I'll be
cool.
there.
That's awesome, man. I think it'll be cool. I won't say what we're doing just because I can't say it publicly because I don't know if it's gonna happen. But I'm in talks. I'm in talks with, let's call it, a big brand in the area that has DJs that likes the idea. That's like, oh my gosh, yes, we could have our DJs like be a part of that. And if that happens, it'll be really cool. If it doesn't happen, we still have to line up the DJs who want to play. But oh my gosh, man, we made a post and there was like 500 DJ people were like, yes, yes, yes.
That's
So
cool.
hopefully that would be, like not the most difficult part to get the hunting DJs that are gonna go after that.
Yeah,
All right, dude. You and me just saw this today. Do you see what this is?
man. Let's go. Let's go.
We
I'm pumped.
Yeah, we like you and me both saw these pictures online. I think literally about 40 minutes before we hopped on the call, man, which is crazy. And I'm gonna pull up. It's the exact same thing. What was the Riverwalk Mobile?
Riverwalk
I think is
Plaza.
Plaza. So here's their site, Riverwalk Mobile. I got cheeky and I pulled up the Mobile Rundowns version or whatever. Riverwalk Plaza. So riverwalkmobile.com if you want to go straight there, or you can find our article or whatever. This thing looks cool, man.
Yeah, it does. It's good, and that's been a prime piece of real estate in my mind. You're right there at the foot of Dolphin Street. We needed something right there. We needed something to connect the Dolphin Street to the waterfront, to Cooper Riverside Park, all that. This is going to be a game changer.
So I think if I'm staring at this picture, so that's the convention center. It's like to the left. It would be to the left of the convention center, right?
Yep,
I mean, correct.
that's right.
To the left
Yep.
of the
So this is
convention center.
almost in
Yeah.
between. You got the state docks will be on the left of it.
Huh?
Well, actually, if you can, that entrance right there where it says
Yeah.
River Docks, that entrance is where you would turn into the current parking garage to the convention center. So if you've ever
Yeah.
parked in the parking garage, that's that little road right there. So
Yep.
it looks
Yep.
like
Yep.
from this picture, it looks like the convention center is going to get a little bit of a outside makeover too. So
Yeah.
then you've
Yeah.
got
And then this will
the
be.
Heroes Park, with the statues going up right now of the
Yep.
the Baseball Hall of Famer is going to be right there. It's going to be,
Yeah.
man, it's going
Ground's
to be good
broken on
time.
that, right? The ground
Yeah,
is broken on the hero. Yeah. Exactly.
yeah, they're working on that. Yep.
And so here's another. If you're watching versus listening, if you're listening, sorry, we're gonna hook you up. But like if you're watching, then yeah, you can see this is another viewpoint from the other side. This is from the water side of.
Yeah, you see, you got the boats docked right there. I mean, of course, these are just drawings and things like that. But man,
Yeah,
there's so much potential right there for that. And I don't know, did
exactly.
you zoom in on that picture any? There's a
On
pool
this
up
one.
there also, a rooftop pool.
Oh,
Um,
crazy. Yeah, I see it. I don't know. I don't know if I can zoom in while we're on this thing live, but yeah, yeah, I see
so
it. I see it up there. Actually,
some
wait,
really unique
is
features
that
to
two
me.
pools? There's two pools.
Is there
There's
two?
Well, there's this pool, and then up here, there's something. Looks like it's like hanging over the edge or something, man.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
crazy.
that's pretty
Of
cool.
course, just a drawing, of course, and like they say that on the
Exactly.
website. They're like, there will be changes, there will be a lot of this, there will be a lot of that. But what's cool though is that like, yeah, multi use facility, right? So like hospitality. So you got hotel residences, offices, retail, bars, and restaurants. So like, yeah, to have all that in that space will be pretty cool. Ooh, you know what, Chris? It's all coming back to me, man. Do you remember? Do you remember when we had Matt Lamond on, and he said, "Yeah, we're in talks with the city about." He said something about Waterfront, right?
He did. Yeah,
Or
this is it, isn't
and
it?
and I was like, "Tell me, yeah, can you tell us about that?" And he was like, "No, I cannot."
Yeah,
I'm assuming this may be a part of that, if I had to guess.
I would guess so. Yeah,
Matt, we're on to you, dude.
yeah.
We see what you're doing. We see what you're doing. And if this is not correct, then hey, maybe it's something else, which is also cool. So, all good. All
So
good
I
with me,
like
man.
it. Also thinking about that and looking at those pictures, it looks like there will be access to to go over the railroad tracks and stuff like that too. That's going to be big. And then
Yeah.
with the flood
Yeah.
zone, it looks like it looks like it's about 20 25 feet off the ground. So definitely
Yep.
high enough for above the floodplain too.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, all thought out there for where it's located, which is directly on the waterfront. Yeah, I mean, for sure exciting because I mean, obviously, like we all talk about it, right? We're like, oh man, the water's really cool. It's right there. It's on the but there's like it's just hard. It's just hard to access. Like at the end of the
Yep.
day, it's tough to access, right? So it's like it's not like that's a secret. Obviously, that's been talked about. That's in communication with like obviously big players, including this entire development. But yeah, and like I think I'd heard the talk of like moving the state docks, like shifting those things out of the way as well. Obviously more development could go there if you do that, but like those are kind of cool. They're kind of cool to watch. I think it's kind of neat to have there. I totally get they may not be there forever, but like I think they're kind of cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that'd be cool too. I think what's going to be the biggest attraction to this is if, two things. It's going to kind of work together. If you're on Dolphin Street and you're staying somewhere else, and say if you're, some of the restaurants or some of the bars, you're going to be able to see that from a long way and be like, what is that? What is that over there? It's going to kind of probably pique your interest, but also for the people who are staying at that hotel, to look out their window and see straight down Dolphin Street and, see all the activity that's going on down there. It's going to be, beneficial both ways.
I'm with you, man. I'm with you. I think the estimate was like break ground 2025. So
Yeah.
this is not happening tomorrow. This is kind of the first stages of this project. But still exciting to know that it's coming down the pipeline, right? As long as
Yep.
as long as
Another
this
thing to
thing
think about
happens.
too, with it being connected to the convention center, I got to imagine that most of the conventions are, this thing's going to be booked up with the conventions, and so that's going to really help. If there's a restaurant there, a bar,
Yep.
multiple restaurants and stuff, that most of the people that are at the convention center for a convention are probably going to make their way over there to that. So hopefully it'll stay
Yeah.
busy and stay active.
Exactly. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, I'm curious if it was like high-end boutique hotel, or if it's going to be like if it would be affordable for the convention. Every time there's a convention, is that place getting packed up? I guess time will tell, right? I guess we'll
Judging by two pools, I'm going to go with boutique.
with the two pools and the one that's overhanging the infinity off the ground.
Like a diving board into the river.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's on purpose on this. Hold on. Let me put this back up here. Hold on. All right. Can you see this top one? Wait, my pointer's on the wrong screen. Can you see up here?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, that pole that is overhanging, man. That's
It is.
overhanging the side of the building. So I think that's part of the design. I really think it is. So that's crazy. That's crazy. All right, what else you got going on? What else should we chat on? I could talk about a.
There was something else I was gonna. Ah, Bourbon by the Bay is coming up this weekend.
Oh, is it this
Have you
weekend?
been to Bourbon by the Bay?
I have not been to. I don't. No. I have not been to the event.
Are you a bourbon
Um,
guy?
That's probably part of the reason why I have not been to the event. I'm not like necessarily. I mean, I would go I guess, just to go, but no, I'm not necessarily a bourbon guy. In this this is like multiple years, right? Probably fourth or fifth year, maybe,
This
maybe
seventh annual now.
seventh annual. Okay,
Seventh
cool.
annual,
Heck yeah,
yeah.
man. That's
So,
cool. Are there any folks that you work with in the food tour industry that
yeah,
are
I'm
like
gonna shout
connected
out
to it?
to one of our guys that we work with. Does the Judge Roy Bean bourbon? Judge Roy Bean was a bar that was like right outside Daphne Fairhope, Montrose area for, a long time ago. Like a bunch of, middle-aged people probably went there and had a lot of first there, whether it's first drink, first kiss, maybe, like I said, we will won't go down the list of all the first that you probably had at Judge Roy Bean. But anyway, that name was, kind of pretty synonymous around the area. And they were also known for having a goat that, kind of roamed around the bar area there. So, but having said all that, the guy David Gibson is he started a bourbon brand called Judge Roy Bean, and it's got a goat on the logo. So our tour that we do in Fairhope, we have a cocktail that has the Judge Roy Bean bourbon, and you can get it at Squid Ink. I know they carry the Judge Roy Bean. It's at like all the local liquor stores and package stores and stuff. But that's he's the only local bourbon in this area. Now, there's a lot of Alabama bourbons like John Emerald, and some Detling is another Alabama bourbon. But Judge Roy Bean's the only one that we got going on here, made in Baldwin County.
Are they interesting, man? And I just while you were saying that, I just wrote down bourbon tasting because it kind of relates to. Remember me brainstorming the hey,
Special
hey,
guest.
you want to wave? No, not really. Do you remember me talking with you about I was talking about I was talking about the food pass idea,
Yeah.
like a paid food pass experience, and like I was trying to talk with you as the business owner of Bienville of the food tour guy. I'm like, you're the food tour guy, and trying to figure out like, cool, how does this work? Drinks could actually be a part of that. So I wrote down bourbon tasting because I'm like, I don't know. I mean, obviously he would be one, and that would be at certain locations. But if there were other bourbons that were made, like that could be an interesting item to have on this paid experience tasting pass.
Yeah, you could, and I think that's
Maybe.
what you could kind of play on what they're doing at the Bourbon by the Bay. I think they'll have a lot of the Alabama bourbons,
Hmm.
bourbons that are made in Alabama, and so I mean you could do something like that where you could do a Alabama bourbon tasting. Where you got John Emerald and you've got like I said Clyde Mays. Does like a Conecuh bourbon, something like that, and you got the Judge Roy Bean, and there's a few other ones too. That are
Where's
made
that
here.
like
Well,
like
like
where's that
I
based?
think it's probably just it may just be made in Conecuh County or something like that. Not
Okay.
not not Conecuh sausage, but
Yeah.
that
Oh, in
still
Connecticut.
that
Okay.
Conecuh name,
I was like,
is still strong.
are we
With sausage,
soaking this thing in sausage, man? What are we doing here?
sausage and bourbon.
Yeah, sausage aged barrels. I was like, well, this is wild. Yeah, so like because okay, so I've had like I'll have to fill you in later, like more kind of off. I don't have tons to like announce or say, but I've had like 3 or 4 phone calls with this company now, and I need to circle back up with you, but like they're like what they're telling me, and this actually makes sense. They're like, instead of us trying to formulate exactly like the type of paid experience that we would want for people to be able to like buy and like sample this stuff, they're like, it's better to like make a list that's like see who would be interested in the business sense, and then like back into like what that kind of experience looks like. So that was like my last call with my like onboarding manager girl, and I was like, oh, that makes total sense actually. Instead of trying to force something like back into something that would be cool or whatever. And I'm taking your idea, not taking your idea. I'm still relying on you when you have people that want to do your food tour, but they're here for 2 days and you don't have one. I'm finding a way for you to sell this pass, man, and collaborate with us. So don't hold me to that. Be
I
like,
like it.
Brooks,
I
hey, what
like it.
about that collaboration? How about this commission, Brooks? That's right. That's right, man. Yeah. So yeah, I guess I probably shouldn't say too much more about that just because I don't know much more. Like right now we're in the phase of like we're about to just reach out to businesses and be like, hey, would y'all be interested in being
Right.
a part of this? Is kind of where we are now.
Yeah. Kind
But
of gauging the interest right now.
yeah. But I guess that's the teaser for anybody listening. Like, hey, there's gonna be a cool. Obviously, you want to do a tour, a food tour. Go see Chris, Bienville Bites Food Tours. If you guys don't even know that Chris is the owner of that, don't know if you do or not, but Chris owns and operates that. And then this past thing we're hoping would be like, I don't know, different but complementary actually to like Chris's business. Is kind of like it's kind of our thoughts. Plus, like it's not even necessarily related to food or drink or wine necessarily, but I think that'll like make sense to do something kind of in that realm rather than trying to get all the tourism activities on board to like you can do a pass there too, but that seems difficult at first, in my opinion.
Right.
So I don't know. Okay, hopefully that wasn't too much side tangent for people that are listening. They're like, dude, what are you talking about with this paid pass? I have no idea. No idea what you mean, man. No idea what you mean. All right, cool. Yeah, so Riverfront thing, crazy cool. Headphone disco party. Chris, you have okay, so one more time, your next book tour signing is
Saturday,
at
December
Reni's.
16th.
Saturday, December 16th at Reni's. And did you have anything on the books after that or not necessarily?
Nothing, and not until January.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
this is the last in person event before Christmas.
Sweet. Yeah, got it. Cool. Well, people can look out for you there. Any final last things you want to hit on today? Or we're gonna dip it out?
That's it.
All right, cool. See you guys next time.
See you.